Hello! Yeah, as usual, I just want to appreciate, guys, just appreciate that you're choosing to be here with me today on this live stream, and you're listening up and you're ready to raise your standards. As you can see, that's what it's called. And one of the big things that I've just learned over the years from coaching with people and learned from buying into my own bullshit for years, and still to this day catching myself telling myself these bullshit stories in my head, but now I'm getting a hell of a lot better at catching myself and actually then taking action in the direction of where I want to go. But a lot of the reason, like whenever I speak to someone, I'm like, why did you choose to speak to me? They always say, oh, your content resonates with me, you show up so powerfully, and the content you put out there is just amazing. And it's like, it's not hard, guys. I've just got systems in place. I've got foundational systems in place. Okay, that doesn't mean I don't wake up one day and feel resistance against the project I'm doing, because that happens on a weekly basis. Okay, I'm not any different to you. I just optimize my day. I raise my standards on what I know I can do on the day, and I challenge myself on a daily basis to raise my looks cold, mate. It is. In fact, it's not that bad. It's good. I've got the cat. I've got the coat on, mate, so I'm all good. But compared to where you are, definitely. But yeah, back to what I was saying is I just raise my standards on a daily basis. And one of the things that I hear people tell themselves all the time is, oh, I'll do that, I'll get that next week, or I'll start that next week, or and it's just the inner critic, it's the perfectionist identity just actually stopping you from stepping up and doing what you truly want to do. Okay, what if you just stopped buying into that voice? What if you literally got up and you had systems in place which allowed you to take action and allowed you to get the results you actually want in your business and in your life? Because most people are getting up and winging it. Most people are getting up and reacting to their environment rather than actually getting up and having a system in place that they're running. Because if you have a system in place that you're running and it is going automatically because you've actually put that system in place within yourself, because it becomes a habit. Because as I've said in a different live stream before, is you've got to actually learn the knowledge of what to do. Then you create the system, create the habit, then it becomes automatic, then it's who you are, and you get up on a daily basis and you showcase yourself to the world by being you. Not how, this guy said this and this guy's more successful, and this guy said this and this guy's more successful, and how do I be like that? No. Put solid systems in place and be yourself. Stop trying to copy, stop trying to, like, how do I be like that person? How do you be like you? How do you showcase you to the world? And it comes from putting solid systems in place. Because when you put solid systems in place, something happens in your mind where you know that what has to happen to move the needle on a daily basis just happens. The anxiety thoughts, the worrying thoughts, the is this going to work thoughts, they drop, because you know what you're doing is moving you in the right direction. And then that allows you the space in your head to start becoming yourself, to start showing yourself to the world, to start being you, to start sharing your message, not how do I be like this person? Because that's not what you want to do. You don't want to be like someone. Yeah, it's very important to have a guide up the mountain, or a mentor showing you the direction, but not someone that you're just going to say, oh, I'm just going to be like him. Because that's not what you want to be like, or be like her. You want to be yourself. You want to create your own mark on the world. You want to share your own message with the world. You want to be irreplaceable, so no one can replace you. And you're unique, so all you have to do is be yourself, and no one can replace you. Alright? But most people don't have the standards on a daily basis to actually step up, to actually go. They hold themselves to low standards. Oh, I need more flexibility. Oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. Stop telling yourself these stories. Put some solid systems in place, put some solid checklists in place, and create a habit around it. And get up every day and hold yourself to those high standards. High standards. Don't start thinking small. And you've got to be getting up on a daily basis and actually planning your day and planning your day and living intentionally. Because when you live intentionally and you offload where you're feeling like shit and where you're feeling uncomfortable on a daily basis by being transparent, Transparently admitting to yourself what you want, and transparently admitting to yourself where you're struggling and what is going on for you that you need help with. If you're not doing that, you're stuck in your own self-pity. And no wonder you say to yourself, I'll start that next week, I'll get that tomorrow, I'll do that, yeah, push that, just keep pushing it to the side, because you're stuck in your shit. You're stuck in your whirlwind of vortex, and do you know what? You're human, so it's okay. You're not alone. We all get stuck in our shit sometimes, even me. Alright? We all get stuck in our shit. But it's the ones that look in the mirror and admit transparently that they're stuck in their shit, and they do something about it, that actually progress and actually move forward. So what do you have to do today to actually raise your standards? Have you been playing too small? Have you been buying into what someone else is saying? Have you been following someone else instead of leading the way yourself? And it all comes down to not having the non-negotiable daily systems, the daily structures, the daily processes operating in your business, in your life, that are moving the needle on a daily basis. Because when they are in place and you have them locked in and they just happen on a daily basis, guess what? You create more freedom. Sounds nuts, eh? When you have structure, you've got freedom. When you've got structure, you've got freedom. But if you've not got structure, you are all over the place. You're not free. You're stuck in your shit. Okay? So that's why it's important. That's why it's important to get up every day and raise your standards. That's why it's important to get up every day and set intention. That's why it's important to get up every day and plan your day. That's why it's important to get up every day and offload where you're uncomfortable. That's why it's important to get up every day and run solid systems in your business and in your life that are actually moving the needle and getting you results in your personal life, in your health, in your fitness, in your own self-care, in your productivity, in your business, in your marketing, in your sales, in your lead generation, all that stuff. Have you got the basics in place? The simple basics. Because most people are hiding from the simple basics and they're looking to the fancy tactics that someone 10 years down the line, 10 years ahead of them on their journey, are implementing, and it's working for them because they have been on the journey 10 years before you, 15 years, 20 years, 5 years, whatever it is. They've been on that journey before you and they've got the basics in place, but you don't. So take step one. Take step one. Stop trying to take step 10. You'll end up in a hole like addict if you do. Trust me. So get the basic systems in place, the basic structure, and raise your standards. Hold yourself accountable to doing them on a daily basis. Hold yourself accountable to doing something different. And when you go to put all this stuff in place, when you go to put yourself out there, let's just say that you challenge yourself to do a 7-day challenge on Facebook and it was a video challenge and you were feeling so much resistance against it. That's something new. Feeling resistance is normal. But you know what? The shift will come when you say, F it, I'm doing it. And I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it. Because I remember my first video and I had my phone up against my whiteboard behind me with all my notes there, and I was I don't know what to freaking say. Now look, this is just flow. It's a process over time, guys. It doesn't happen overnight, but you've got to start. And it starts with raising your standards. It starts with holding yourself accountable to something higher than yourself. Okay, so what's the new choice going to be? Is it going to be to stay still and tell yourself that you're going to start next week and you're going to do that next week? Or is it going to be something new right now? And you're going to say, I'm going to lean into the resistance. I know it's my brain just trying to work optimally because my brain doesn't want to change. It wants to work out of habits. But what if you just created new habits that were in line with what you actually wanted to achieve in life and where you actually wanted to go in life? What if you just rewired yourself to the habits that were going to benefit you and actually get you where you want to be in your business and in your life? What would happen? What would happen? Well, isn't it the law that if you just take the actions that are congruent with the person that you want to become and the results that you want to get, if you just keep taking them, you're going to get them. Breathe that in. Have the realization. Stop sitting in your self-pity and raise those standards by 10. Raise them. Think bigger. Think bigger. Okay, on a daily basis. and then put the solid structure and systems in place to allow the space for you to innovate and the space for you to showcase you to the world. Because if you don't, you're going to be stuck in here overthinking things, trying to do things you're not even ready for, and then what happens is something doesn't quite work out. Maybe there's a late payment from a client, and then you go, shit, where's everything gone? Oh shit, I've not got a budget now. Oh, this is screwed up, and this, and then that. Then there's a whirlwind of shit going on, and you're like, whoa, where did that come from? Then it puts you off. Then because you don't have the solid structure systems in place and you're winging it, guess what happens? Nothing. You don't move forward. So all it takes is one little mess up to happen, which happens weekly on a business basis. Things mess up. But if you've not got the solid structure and the systems in place, guess what's going to happen? Boom, the domino effect happens and everything fucking falls, and you panic, and then you go around in the whirlwind for 3 or 4 days and you don't make progress. Then you fucking eventually catch yourself and you go, right, okay, I'm going to have to get back to this, and then you square yourself up and then you start taking action again, but you're actually 3 or 4 days behind. Alright, so raise your standards, guys. Now, if you're looking for support, like I want to be a resource for you. I want to be a resource for you. I want to hold you accountable. I want to help you. Alright? And if you are interested, if you resonate with me, all you've got to do is click on the link. I've not actually put it in the actual description, but when I get back into the coffee shop, in a new coffee shop today in Morningside in Edinburgh, I'll stick it in the link. So look for that in the comments, and join the group, guys. The online coaches network for purpose-driven personal trainers and coaches, small businesses, service-based businesses, people that are helping other people, making a difference in the world. It's for you, and it's there for you to use as a resource, and I genuinely care, and I'll be there to help. Okay, if that interests you, join that group, because I want to help you. I want to help you raise your standards. I want to help you put the solid systems in place, your lead generation, your marketing, and if you want to actually then create a new offer and move online, I can help you do that too. Alright, checking out for today, guys. Kill your Friday and raise your standards.